Alright, welcome to the video. It's winter here in Australia. Do you like the hat or not the hat? There's no down below. This is the hat I got and Tasha's laughing over there. Show us your hat.
My hat?
You come and show us your hat. So you stole it from someone from the Salvation Army.
I did not do
check
that.
out this hat. Look at this hat. Look at this hat. It's winter here in Australia. I've got a fan over here. And this is the deal. This is the deal. What top are you wearing over there?
Top.
What?
This one.
Where's that from Amazon?
Yeah, it's from Amazon.
Yeah, you keep your tan pretty good. I get all pale. You get your tan pretty good.
I do.
My
It's
blood
that
boils.
Eastern European blood.
It is the Eastern Euro. Colombian. Eastern Euro.
I
Anyway.
don't think that's Colombian.
What's that?
I don't think that's Colombian.
Colombians. Is Colombia a country in Europe? I don't know. But anyway,
yeah.
so here we
Carry
go.
on.
Here we go. Well, I'm going to do a video about... we going to be in the video? You got stuff to do?
I'll be in the video, but it depends what you're talking about.
Oh, a guy wrote me today from a mental hospital. So I'm going to give some mental tips about if you're locked down. Well, this could be in general, because you could be in a mental asylum. You know, you could be living in a mental asylum in your head, where you're feeling depressed, or you're in a relationship you don't want to be in, or working where you don't want to be, or you know, your husband and your kids. For anyone is an emotional situation, this video is going to be helpful for you. So I just want to give you a bit of a heads up on the three fundamentals, right? Because I can give you all the best. You can go spend $20,000 and do a Tony Robbins course, but if you look after these three things, that's almost not even going to do anything. The Tony Robbins stuff, right? And I do rate Tony Robbins. I do rate Gary Vee as guys. So the three things are going to be sleep, water, sugar. Sleep, water, sugar. Be serious. Let's be serious here. So this is water. This is like your hydration levels. Natasha just noticed that she said, "Harley, your urine's a bit yellow." Like, that's how switched on Natasha is. She's only 22, but just switched on. So hydration is so important. If you don't have enough water, your mood, you feel like flustered, and you can't breathe properly. Your blood plasma drops off, so your oxygen isn't going to your brain.
You start to feel nauseous, and you don't digest your food as well.
Feel bloated, constipated, can't take a dump properly, get feeling shitty. So water's empirical there. Next one is going to be sugar. This is refined white sugar. Now you can get this from fruit, potatoes, corn. I do recommend adding sugar to your diet, especially if you feel a bit depressed, you've got the winter blues, please go through 1 to 2 kilos of sugar a week. You're going to feel better. How does that work, Harley?
But keep your fat low.
Keep your fat low.
Or else you'll have the brain fog and you won't have that peak digestion.
Because your insulin resistance will be
That's right.
from all excess fat. It's blocking your insulin receptor sites. Then your serotonin is just all out of whack.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So when people often go to the doctors and say, "I feel depressed," the psychiatrist or psychologist, they'll give them what's called an SSRI, selective serotonin receptor inhibitor, where these drugs, and they've got a lot of side effects, a lot of negative side effects. What they do is you consume those, and they block the serotonin from getting, absorbed as much, so the levels go higher. All you have to do is have more sugars. Right? Carbs equals good, but carbs are like a natural tranquilizer. You know, they're just like, why would you take Xanax when you could have fruits with sugar and water? Have a smoothie.
It's amazing because carbs are natural energizer and natural tranquilizer.
Yeah, it depends on what time of day you eat them as well.
That's right. Because if you don't eat enough carbs, you are going to be awake at night as your brain signals you to find the fuel that it needs.
And then you can't sleep. So your hormones are going. Your testosterone, if you're a guy, is just going to drop.
It's going to drop right down and you'll be lying there awake all throughout the night. So you'll be underslept and you'll be undercarbed.
And now,
not good.
And now you're starting to feel all depressed.
For sure.
And then psychosis can start to happen. Then you throw some caffeine in the mix.
and then you put SSRIs on top of all of that.
Yeah.
Then it's no wonder people feel out of control.
Yeah. And now your dong's not working properly.
That too.
Or your little fig's not tingling anymore.
That too.
And then, then you're young and you think, hang on, my dong ain't working, my fig ain't tingling, what's going on?
There's one like that. I went to school with a girl who was on SSRIs and she was always so frustrated and venting to me. She's like, I don't feel anything. I don't feel any sensation. I feel
Numb.
Totally numb. I've tried everything. I've tried different guys. Just nothing works.
Yeah, there you go.
She also felt totally numb in her head and her mind.
Yeah.
And she is a very, very smart girl, but she just couldn't put that into her daily life anymore because she was numbed out.
There you go.
So that is what she told me, and I heard this every day.
There's no side effect to water. There's no side effect to getting enough sugar. There's no side effect to getting enough sleep. You know, they don't make Big Pharma much money, so you won't get them promoted that much.
And
these are the truth.
And also, I'd just like to add
it in.
some of the side effects of these SSRI medications are depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts.
Wow. Who would have thought that the very drugs they give you to treat certain conditions can make those situations even worse? So that's a huge one. And Natasha, she went to a private school.
Yeah.
And I would say, from my experience, that the kids in private schools have the most mental health issues.
Oh man, eating disorders, anxiety disorders, depression everywhere.
If your parents are a lawyer, a doctor, some sort of business bigwig, the chance of you having an eating disorder is like boom. You know, like pretty much I can walk up to a girl who's got anorexia on the street and say your mum's a lawyer, or your dad's a lawyer, or they're like, you know, doctor or surgeon or something like that. Like most of the time,
they are
it's
in
insane.
high status
Jobs, high income jobs.
Yeah, every girl had an eating disorder that I knew of in my year grade had lawyer or doctor parents.
There you go. It's crazy.
I'm joking, 100%.
It is crazy. You know? Like, I only discovered this in the last probably 8 years, maybe. And I was like, hey, what's going on here? What's going on here? It's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And I have an obsession about, you know, helping people snap out of those situations. I've helped so many people go from anorexia to athlete to kicking ass. So yeah, it's good. But anyway, so, you know, if you don't take care of your sleep or sugar, man, some people are just biochemically more susceptible to mental health issues. Let's say if you've got schizophrenia in your family or depression in your family, then chances are you're going to be more susceptible to that. And if you take care of your sleep, water, sugar, you know, then you decrease your chances of any mental health issues so much that it's crazy. And if you do have any mental episodes, if you just increase the sleep, increase the water, increase the sugar right up, you'll find they just wash away.
For sure. And something else I'd like to add is that people will have a mental low, and then they will just feel like they're losing total control of their life, and they will freak out and they'll blow it up into this big mad mess, when all they need to do is just stay grounded for a second and be like, okay, what do I need? Breathe first. What do I need to take care of right now? Take care of your needs. And I can guarantee that it's not going to blow up into the huge, messy scenario that you are thinking that it is going to become.
Yeah, I remember I was in Malaysia one time. My $10,000 bike got stolen, and I'd saved up so much money for that bike, and it got stolen. It was a very, very new bike, a couple months old. And I remember just thinking, no way, like, they stole my bamboo bike. It was brand new Dura-Ace, Chris King, all the bling, and I was just like, they stole it. And I was so outraged. I was just like, what can I do? Getting angry is not going to help. So I grabbed a bottle of water, smashed in some watermelon, and instantly I was just like, oh, well, my whole world just flipped. It just changed. I'm like, do I even care now? And I'm like, come on, get your bike back. So I did what I could to try to get the bike back. Never got it back. But just having that water and sugar just changed my whole brain straight away. You know? And so it's just so important. You know, it's so important to have that water, have that sugar. You got to get it in straight away, within minutes and seconds. As soon as you have that water and that sugar, your serotonin is changing, your dopamine is changing.
Yeah, and when people are in times of stress or anger or powerful emotions, it's so easy to neglect those needs, and maybe your hunger drops off and you're so focused on everything that's happening, all of these emotions, and then it's been like 6 hours since you've had any water or sugar, or even longer for some people, and you just dig your hole deeper and deeper and feel these negative emotions even more.
100%. 100%. And the worst thing, the worst mental prison you can be in is thinking, oh, this is just how it is, and water and sugar won't help, and sleeping won't help. I need medication, I need caffeine, I need cigarettes. And it's like, well, I can't help you anymore. Right?
I have to say, I don't know anybody with depression or anxiety that doesn't consume caffeine. And
like that.
I'd say 90% of them also smoke cigarettes daily.
I've noticed when people start drinking caffeine, like their whole personality changes. You know, some people can handle it, no worries, they're fine. But most people, when they have caffeine, they become super snarky, super neurotic, and like, oh man, like caffeine.
And then, so for example, they'll start with one coffee day, and then a few months later, they'll be like, I'll have 2, I'll have 3, and they're consuming this caffeine late in the afternoon, and then that just totally disrupts your sleep.
And then you can't store your carbs as well. And people are like, that's good, because I'm trying to lose weight.
Oh,
and it's like, well, no, all you do is just slow your thyroid down, so then you'll be a weight gainer
and be
later on.
Case to be around.
Fuck that. You know, I could not date someone. I couldn't live with someone who drank coffee every day, because the moods are just too roller coaster. You know, women, people in general are up and down. Women especially, because of the hormonal cycle, up and down. That's fine, but when you throw caffeine in the mix, it's like, oh man, I didn't sign up for this.
Honestly, it's the worst thing to wake up to in the morning. It's this harsh adrenal jolt, and you just get all like, woof.
And your guts.
And and
your gut gets all acidic.
And you are in the fight or flight response, and you think, oh, this feels good. Like I'm high, I'm buzzing, but that is your body's stress response, and that's not healthy.
No. It's really. I look at my biggest haters on the internet, and they're all caffeine addicts. But then again, a lot of my fans are caffeine addicts as well, so it's not a guarantee. No, I take that back. But if you are struggling with mental health, with anxiety and depression, just ditch the caffeine.
Just back to that point quickly. You said that some of your, or most of your biggest haters on the internet do take SSRI.
They do, they do. That's true. That's true. I've noticed there's something in the SSRI meds, like it's especially this week. I've had a lot of haters for various reasons with the protests and stuff, and me being against it. Yeah, and you sort of go through their feeds, and I love doing study on people. And Instagram is great for that, because you can just sort of study someone who they follow, what they believe in. A lot of them just they show their prescription medications or whatever. It's like, oh wow, you know. So that's why you're so, you know, flipping out. And I don't take it any personally at all, because I understand these people are on these chemical toxin drugs, and it's just making them, you know, neurotic. And so I don't take it personally. The worst thing you can do is take it personally when someone's on drugs and they're flipping out at you. You know, like they're on drugs. Like if I was on drugs too, I'd be crazy like them. You know, so I can't. You know, it's like you pick up a scorpion and it stings you. Like duh. Like someone's on drugs and they're flipping out at you. Like duh. Like they're not human. They're like a pharmaceutical robot sort of thing, so to speak. Yeah. So that's just the deal there. But yeah, that's my tip there. Is if you're in a situation, just flood yourself with Tony Robbins audio stuff on podcasts. Go to check out this guy called Gary V. Gary V. Gary V is good.
It's fine to listen to.
It's very, very real.
His podcasts are really easy to listen to, and I find that he keeps my attention, so I can just sit there and listen to him and find it really interesting throughout the whole podcast.
Yeah, Gary V's great. I mean, Gary V and Tony Robbins, they have no nutritional ideas. Their nutrition things are just out like that. But everything else they say about mindset and game, getting it done, on point. So if you just listen to me and Natasha for nutrition, and then just listen to Tony Robbins and Gary V just on repeat.
Nutrition and exercise.
Yeah, on repeat. You know, and you're gonna be just like you're gonna level up so fucking hard, man. You're gonna level up so hard. You get our ebooks. Join our coaching groups if you want. If you're a girl and you want female coaching from Natasha, join her coaching group. If you're a guy and you want coaching from me, join my coaching group. Go to doinglive.com or is it getfitnatasha.com?
Yes.
I mean, these are just incredible, affordable resources.
Sure.
And, I hate to be salesy, but this is, yeah, cheaper than a few cups of coffee, or cheaper than a couple of weeks worth of coffee. You get lifetime coaching to get you on point.
And
it's
it's
like,
just warm and welcoming vibe, no
No trolls.
pretentiousness, no trolls.
yeah. Trolls are fantastic at testing you. Trolls are like the wind. Like they test you to see how strong you are in your position.
Yeah.
So you go out there and you go, I'm strong, I'm good, I'm cute, I'm healthy, and you want to stand there and the trolls come and try and blow you over, and you're like pushing away. So the trolls build your like emotional muscle when you're getting flipped and pushed around, metaphorically speaking. So that's my tip there. If you're in a mental situation, if you know someone's having a crisis, don't give them coffee, don't give them cigarettes, don't go to the shop, get them a cigarette, don't let them smoke, man. All you're doing is you're contributing to their chemical imbalances in their head. The cigarettes, the caffeine, the etceteras cause these chemical imbalances in your head.
And they will test you. They'll tell you, I need a smoke, I need a drink, I need a coffee. Do not give in.
Unless you don't care about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want them to check off soon, then they do that. But otherwise, yeah, tough love's going to be best. This is also good for ginger.
No, but just back to that. If I didn't care about someone or didn't like someone, I still wouldn't be going to get them cigarettes,
Yeah, I'd feel bad if I did that.
Me too.
Even the people,
It's
like,
gross.
even my biggest haters, if they're like in pain, and like, I need a cigarette, I'm like, nah.
It just doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, that's the deal there.
Yeah.
It's just life's a choice in the moment, and there's so many things in the world you can do. You can, move to somewhere that's sunny. Just make it happen, man. Just make it happen. Anyway, that will do another video.
Yes.
How to live your perfect life on $5,000 a year. That's another title. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make it a choice. You can do it today.